Okay, now we'll move on to number 9, the council committee structure. Now, just to put you in the picture, this is the, there's about 20 of them, is that right, Mary? I'm just guessing, for the council committees. So for the
So there have been some committees that were carried forward or not disestablished at the election.
yeah, but this is for the
This is the ones that you're
all
the
of
ones
those
that you're appointing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
as-
now I'm with
as
you.
mayor.
Yeah. So, does anyone want to talk to that, or is me?
No, so just as the author that held the pen for the mayor, this is just the mayor's discussed it at a briefing with you the other day. This is his powers under the legislation. It's just appearing on the council paper today, so there's an official record of it. But it's not a matter that can be voted today. He's used his powers under section 41A, I think it is, of the Local Government Act and appointed the deputies. What?
That's section 41A.
To my memory, it's 41A or 40A. 41A, yeah.
Okay. Has anybody got any questions on that? Yanni?
Yeah, so the Te Hononga Committee is being set up today?
No, it's if you read the report and also look at the colour coding on that diagram, it is one of the committees that were not discharged.
Right, okay.
So the 3 ones, audit and risk, health and safety and Te Hononga, were not discharged at the elections. So the ones that the mayor has established under 41A, finance and performance, policy and planning, assurance subcommittee and the CE employment and performance committee.
Right, so has the membership of any of those ones that are not discharged changed?
No, they can't be changed by the
green
mayor.
ones.
They have to be changed by using the Schedule 7 of the legislation.
So if someone wants to change going forward, they can.
Yeah.
Right, and is there a process to review like Te Hononga, like in terms of how it's worked in the previous term and have a discussion about it
There's a
going forward?
review underway at the moment, which is led by the treaty team with the chairs, and that will be coming back with some advice to council.
Yeah, and just to be clear, if we are concerned or want further discussion on things like terms of reference, we can't do that today.
No, that's
We have to do a notice of motion.
No, as you will note in the report, it does, the mayor does suggest that the committees could look at the terms of reference and so I think it's 2.10, proposed terms of reference all committees, and it's expected that the committees will review and identify any required amendments and submit any proposed amendments back to council.
Right, so just, sorry, does that mean the committee would review its terms and then recommend to itself as a
No.
committee of the whole? Or it
Yeah,
would be
well-
another report to
Oh.
the full council,
Yeah.
even though the committee is
Yep.
the full council
Yeah.
anyway? Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions?
So through the process, as we get a year into it or whatever, so we can review. So for instance, the rise in concern with the environment, because I noticed that it's a really good thing that it's a committee of the whole that it's under, which is Victoria's committee of the whole. But climate change, resilience and planning, I think is personally going to be more of an issue, and so we do have the ability through the chair of that committee to review and raise its importance or whatever, rather than getting perhaps the fear from the public would be that, oh look, it's just being jammed in with a whole lot of other things and it could get lost, because I just went to a FENS meeting with regards to the Port Hills. There is a lot of nervousness, and the high risk there is the urban-rural connection, as we all know that is the concern. So I just wanted to raise that here, just so the public know that we are looking at, we're aware of it.
Just to be clear, there's 3 options there. One is that committee could form a subcommittee focused on this. So that, secondly, is the mayor could establish it, if asked to another committee.
But it's to put life into another one.
And thirdly, it could be established under Schedule 7 of the legislation.
As you say, if it's sort of people feel that it's hidden around the corner and behind the closet, it doesn't we can.
Yeah, I just wanted to reassure them, because obviously it's not, but we need to voice that.
Yep. Okay. Celeste.
Just in regards to that question, so with the climate change working group, how does that sort of fit within this broader scope? Because it's almost like a little bit overlapping to have this under that, and then also a separate group.
So that group doesn't exist at the moment. It wasn't one that was discharged at the election. So if the committee, if that's reformed just exactly in the same process that I described to Tim, either the committee decided to reform it as a subgroup, the Mayor may subsequently, if a good case was put up, decide to reform that working group, or thirdly, it could be established by the council under the Schedule 7, and
So-
we could provide you with some advice about that.
And is it something we'd look to do today? Because my concern would be that that's not clarified currently, because I was of the understanding that working group, which has been quite successful, and I think those on it would agree, would then sort of lose its ability to really work quite in a targeted way on that issue. And it's quite a broad focus here, and we're covering quite a lot.
So this was debated, a paper came up, it was debated and voted on in September by the council about which committees were retained and which were discharged. So that decision has been made. You can't make that decision today because you would need some advice. And this isn't a report, this is a report just informing people that the Mayor has exercised his powers. To actually form a committee, you'd need some advice about what the terms of reference would be, what the capacity, what the framework of that work, and what the capacity of the organisation to support that would be, and if there'd be any additional costs. But it can come at some subsequent, this can't be done today, in answer to your question.
Okay. Tom? Tyler?
Mary, we were talking about the Youth and Multicultural Committees in our briefing last time. Would this be the time to raise or ask for staff advice in regards to the future of some kind of advocacy or working group with those groups?
That's the same advice that I've just given to Celeste about the working group. So the same.
So just do it
Yeah.
offline?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yanni?
Sorry, just the membership of audit and risk and health and and insurance are different. So is that
The membership hasn't been altered from the decision you made in September last year to carry on that committee as it was. So if you want
right,
to
so-
change the membership, that can come back to a subsequent meeting, either via notice of motion from the councillors under Schedule 7, or it can
right,
be
okay.
done when we review those committees.
so? So the ones in the green, the membership has not changed,
No,
and the new ones that are proposed, like the insurance,
not proposed, they're formed. The
formed.
Mayor has formed them under his powers.
Cool. Okay, thanks.
Tyrone, were you looking like putting your hand up? Yeah, well, there you go.
Yes, thank you. I'm just a question for you, Mr. Mayor, that whether or not my concerns about being on too many committees were referred to you from the staff member that I talked to yesterday. No, possibly not, because I'm just thinking according to this report. So there's an additional committee, but I'm also on audit and risk, and that's carried forward from last term. But I indicated my desire to potentially, yeah.
Can I just clarify, that committee is just replacing one of the council meetings, so
Yes.
it's not an additional workload at all. You would even
Yeah, no,
be
that's
in
fair
a
enough. Yep,
council
no,
meeting.
so
We'll all be
disregard-
here anyway. It's not anything
Yeah.
more.
Well, then it's probably just down to my membership of the Audit and Risk Committee as to whether or not, I mean, that's obviously continuing, but yeah, I don't know if it's appropriate to have this conversation here. But
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yep. Okay, so I will have to do this, don't we?
No,
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 nothing.
it's just
I'm
noted,
looking at this.
no voting.
Yeah, right, so done.
Yep.
It's a surprise to me. No, it's not.